Hello, hello, hello. Can everybody hear me? I'm just I just got a drink and parked here to set things up. Hello, Brandon. Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up in the chat. All right. Hello, I'm Mark. So this is gonna be kind of like the other night, except for in 360. Uh, Everybody, make sure you hit that gear icon on the video. Tap the video on your phone. Hit the gear icon. Change quality and then go to advanced and hit 1440s. Hi, how's that with the audio? Is that a little better? I jacked up the audio a little bit. Okay, you guys ready? Oops, I went on to the wrong video. What the heck's going on here? Let's try this again. Let me change the. I don't have the. I have the chat. I didn't know if any mods would show up tonight, so I'm going to leave the chat on slow mo. Uh, so if you can't spam the chat, I apologize. But we're gonna leave it on slow mo because I don't know if any of the mods are gonna be able to show up. So, all right, and away we go. So basically, we're gonna just drive around. I have a couple of places to show you guys. Oh, it wants me to turn right here. I think I'm headed in the wrong direction anyway. To make a right on Olympic. So, there's a couple places that are pretty interesting. I'm gonna show you guys. Hopefully, the internet holds out. Um, if the internet goes away and the stream drops, just give it a minute and I'll be try to get right back and just have a little patience. This is untested with the new setup, so I'm trying it with a different setup to have so you can hear my voice. The last time we did a 360 stream, you couldn't hear my voice at all. So I think I was supposed to make a left coming out of that McDonald's, so I'm just going around the block, I think. For person has red lights in their room. Wow, what the hell's going on there? Alright, so I'm making a right here. Right turn only, that's convenient. Probably because you can't see around that tree. So if you're unfamiliar with how 360 videos work, if you look in the video description, there is a brief description of what you can do with the 360 depending on what device you're using. But basically, if you're on your phone, you can just move the phone around or click on it with your finger. If you're on a tablet, it's pretty much the same. If you're on a computer, you can use your mouse to drag the picture around. Just click on the image and slide it left and right or up or down. There's also a little remote control in the top left. If you're watching on a television, that's the most restrictive one. That'll just pan around its own way because there's no real control on the television. So the best option is to break out your phone or break out your tablet and use it along with the television. So as like last night, I can't really see the chat while I'm driving. I'm trying not to break any laws. So I'm not going to be able to see the chat really until I pause somewhere. So we're trying to mostly stay in places that I'm thinking the internet's going to be okay. There's one stop on the thing. I'm a little concerned about the internet, so if the internet starts to go bad, we will bail out of that location. So if something goes terribly wrong, either the audio drops or the video drops, dump a bunch of green hearts in the chat, a whole bunch of them. If I miss something important, so if I miss the audio going out or I miss the video going out, dump a bunch of green hearts in the chat, and I can glance over and see that. I can't read it, but at least I can glance over and see a bunch of green hearts. So try that if things go bad. So last night, one more thing. Make sure you hit the gear icon if you just got here. Make sure you hit the gear icon on the video and change your quality setting to 1440s. It might be under the advanced tab. That'll make your picture a lot better. So unlike last night or 2 nights ago when we did something very similar, I am not as familiar with the places we're going as I was the other night. So if I misspeak or if you haven't, I'd love to know that. And now he doesn't know where the heck he's going. There's a Waymo car across the intersection, the white one. No, there's two of them back to back. Oh, three of them. There's three Waymo cars over there. 1, 2, 3. Three Waymo cars. I wonder how long it is before we get those in Honolulu. So after, let's see, I've done 1, 2, 3, 4 airplane streams and 2 drive around streams. This is my, so it's my 7th stream, I think, since Thursday morning. And I'm a little tired, a little worn out. So I wanted to do this stream a little earlier, but I just couldn't get everything done in time. I was running at half speed. And plus, it's probably a good thing we didn't do it earlier because we would have hit a lot more traffic. So I'm thinking we have about 2 hours of battery because I'm using a different setup than the other night. The other night we had, right when I ended it, it was a good thing I ended it the other night when I did because that's when all the batteries went kaplooey. Like, I went to turn stuff off and it was already off because the battery was gone. So we figured out that setup can last 3.5 hours or so. So we're gonna try tonight not to go that long. So I'm looking at maybe 2 hours. So sometime around 11. Oh, looks like Kirsten's in the house. I see a blue name in the chat. That's good. So I don't know if you heard me say a minute ago, Kirsten. I have I set the chat up to 20 minutes to be a subscriber before you can start chatting, and I turned slow mo on, so you can only put one chat every 20 seconds. And I did that because I didn't know if anybody was going to show, any of the mods were going to show up. So thank you for showing up. That's a big ease off my mind. Of course, you're one of the few people in this time zone, so that's good. I know O'Malley's probably worn out. So you guys were very generous today. A bunch of you guys were very generous today on the previous stream. It really, I was on cloud 9 all the rest of the day. So thank you very much. If any of you are in the chat now, we're just here to have fun tonight. So you don't need to. I mean, if you feel like chipping in for gas money or something, that would be perfect. But just hang out, ride along, and then we'll just hang out together. You don't need to. I'm not using this as a stream to create revenue, so just thought it'd be fun. But if you would like to chip in for gas money, I wouldn't argue. So we are 4 minutes away or so, I think. Yeah, I think we're 4 minutes away from our first location, which admittedly it would have looked better in the daytime. So how's the 360 camera at night? Does it look good? It doesn't look too bad. I'm trying to look at it on my phone at the stoplight. It doesn't look too bad. it might have just died on me. Something just died on me. I need to get over to the left pretty soon. Yeah, that's a signal. So just keep barreling on through, dude. Whatever. If you're gonna cut me off, just at least do it. Jeez, people. Yeah, you still hit the light. Haha. Oh, is this Fairfax? I think I need to turn here. Ugh. Oh, okay. Okay. So, Kirsten, I don't know if you heard what I said earlier about the green and hearts. If something goes kaflooey, or I miss something, or the audio goes away, or the video goes away, dump a bunch of green hearts in the chat, and then so at least I can glance over and see if that's the case, and I'll know something's up. It's about as loud as I can make it. I can try to make it a little bit louder, but I don't want to overbear you. I can. That is as loud as I can make it. So it might be when I turn away from the microphone. Oh. Sorry. I'm not used to where Google's taking me all these little tiny streets. I don't know what's going on. Okay, let's figure out where we're at and make sure we're in the right place. All right. So as I was thinking, this is a little bit dark to see, but right across the street from us is the La Brea Tar Pits. So we're gonna try So that was the La Brea Tar Pits. That wasn't very exciting. All right, so the next stop here is I don't even know what this is called, but if you're looking to the right, this is all barricaded up. Jeez. If you're looking to the right at this light coming up here, you can see this art installation. Someone's doing a big TikTok thing. Look at this. Can you see all the dancers doing their little TikTok dances? So to the left, that red building on the left on the other side of the bus, that is the Peterson Automotive Museum. It's a really cool, if you ever get a chance, it's a really cool auto museum. And on the right, we have the Academy of Motion Pictures Museum headquarters, or whatever they want to call it. I don't know what they want to call it. What we're looking for next is up here on the left somewhere. Okay, do you see? What we'll do is we'll try to go around the block. Yeah, we'll try to go around the block. I didn't even get a chance to go. Jeez. What I wanted to show you is on that block, but it's facing the other direction. So we will just go around the block here. So many people have such bright headlights here. It's crazy. This is Fairfax Avenue. So where we're gonna go is about a block up, half a block up from where we just turned. We just made a big circle. So hopefully, I think we can park right in front of it. Yeah. We should be able to. Yes, we can. Sort of. Alright, do you see in front of the car to the right, do you see the Irish pub called Malones? It's open, actually. Last time I was here, it was closed. You see the green shamrock in front of the car to the right? This is the Irish pub where the band Flogging Molly got their start. They used to play here, and that's how they got their name, Flogging Molly, because they described their shows as just whipping the heck out of the whole bar. So they called themselves Flogging Molly. The lead singer Dave has been a lot of health troubles lately. I don't know if the band's going to continue or not. They put on a very good show. If you ever had a chance to see them, they're kind of Irish folk songs sung at a punk rock level. It's really, really cool. Okay. So hopefully some of you know who Flogging Molly is. Let's see if I can read some of this chat here. We have Clovers, but all right, take care, Brandon. We'll see you next time. You can watch this later. Yeah, Fast Eddie's correct. Peterson Automotive is a must-see. I haven't been there in a couple of years. I need to go back. So we're going to wait a second for traffic to clear. And then I'll move over out of this parking space. Then we'll head off to the next location. Boy, if traffic's this bad at 9 o'clock at night, I'm really glad we didn't do this tour at 7. You would have heard a few choice cuss words out of me. One thing that really drives me nuts about LA is the amount of streets on very busy streets that do not have left turn signals, like this one. Driving through Hollywood is insane. The amount of streets that you have to run the light to just make it. Okay, I think I did the stops in backwards order, so I need to skip the next stop. How do you skip the next stop? Remove next stop. Okay, so next on the list is a good chunk of ways away, but it's getting us closer to our goal. So we're gonna start heading towards downtown. So I don't know if you guys were here the other night. I mentioned when I use Google Maps during these drives around, what I do is I tell it not to use freeways. So it takes me where I want to go to, only does side streets. I find that way more interesting than the freeway. If you've ever looked at this area of town from Google Maps, it looks really cool. It looks like a French, palace's garden or something. It's all these different angled streets that meet in the center, and they're circular, centered around the circular. Yeah, circular around the center, and it's all these angled streets that meet the middle. So if you're wondering where we are on a map, we're at Olympic Boulevard, and I didn't get the cross street. Coolhorn or something. So we're on Olympic Boulevard heading towards downtown. The place next door is open till 4:20 a.m. I'll give you one guess what they sell. Ah, hello, O'Malley. So far, you've missed the La Brea Tar Pits, the Peterson Automotive Museum, and Molly Malones. Ooh, there's a psychic, love psychic right there, everybody. You want to know your love life future right there. I already know mine. I angled the camera a little better so you could see me better tonight, but I don't know if it's helping. Yeah, Robert, that is not a featured part of today's tour. Before before all the Google Maps were popular and all that stuff, I did go down to Skid Row once on accident. I was looking for the building where they shot the back cover photo for the album Morrison Hotel. So the Doors, and if you're too young to know who the Doors are, you probably shouldn't be up this late. But the Doors were a band in the 60s. Jim Morrison was the lead singer. And they had an album called Morrison Hotel. And there was downtown on Skid Row was a place called Morrison Hotel, and they tried to get permission to do their cover photo there. And they were denied. They told no. So what they did is they just meandered around and went in there and ordered a drink, and then stood by the window and looked out, and the photographer was outside and took the picture through the front window. And they used it anyway, without permission. Interestingly enough, that place was also called the Hard Rock Hotel. Or no, sorry, the Hard Rock Cafe. So before all the Hard Rock cafes, that was the original Hard Rock Cafe. It has nothing to do with the big mega, really expensive memorabilia restaurants, but it was called the Hard Rock Cafe. The guy who started the Hard Rock Cafe denies that's where he got the name, but I find that very hard to believe. It's the opposite in Hawaii, Kirsten. On some of the other islands, people label public roads private to keep people away. Wiener Schnitzel. Oh, this car wash is awesome. Look at this car wash on the right. That's like super. It's the Olympic car wash. Super 60 vibe out of that. I don't know how well you can see it on the 360 camera, but I can start to see the tops of the buildings down in the distance of downtown. So we're getting close. So we should be getting. Oh yeah, there we are. We're getting into Koreatown now. This is where the Koreatown is where the all the signs change to Korean, and all the instead of having the white guy on the injury attorney billboard, it's the Korean guy on the injury attorney billboard. That's how you know you're in Koreatown. I don't remember if the street signs are in Korean. In Chinatown in Hawaii, I understand China and Korea are two different things, but I'm using it as an example. There, in Hawaii, Chinatown has a lot of the street signs also in China in Chinese. Oh, there's one right there. So look to your left. You can see the injury attorney sign I was talking about. There it is. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. If you rewind the video, the sign was off to the left at that last intersection. Oh, even the McDonald's signs in Korean. Can you see up on the to the left in front? There's a McDonald's billboard, and it's even in Korean. Up on the left above that building. Now we're next to a Waymo. To our left is a Waymo self-driving car. So I apologize for not being as talkative as the other night. I'm a little talked out after all these streams and parties and meeting people. I'm at that point of my vacation where I'm looking forward to just being at home on the couch with Mrs. Reverse Ops. Hello, Luke, the random spotter. Looks like you made it home safe. So if you're following along on a map, we just crossed Hoover Street on Olympic. Heading towards downtown. Tell you what, LA has some of the coolest looking car washes. So in case you're interested, right now at that mobile station across the street, gas is $4.89 a gallon. $4.69 for cash. I have no idea how much that is in UK money in liters. That big building right in front of us is the Ritz Carlton. It's a place that is not in my budget. There's a guy barreling up to me with his lights off. Where'd he go? I can't even see him. Oh, there he is. His lights are still off. Then we're back to Sweet James now, so we're out of Koreatown. Oh, good, Mr. No Lights' turn. So we're pretty much in downtown right now. This is downtown LA. This is where I thought the 360 cam would really pay off because you can look straight up. So up here on our right is what we're coming to see. It's hard to see from this angle. They have it all blocked off. They must have had an event here or something. It's crypto.com arena. It used to be the Staples Center. It's where the Lakers play. And the Kings, I think. I think the Kings play here, yeah. I was hoping we could go see the statues, but it's all blocked off. There's down that road there, which is usually open to traffic, there's a bunch of statues from all the LA sports figures, but it's all blocked off. All right, so we are right under the sign for crypto. It's right there. This is the I don't know if this is considered the front or the back or whatever it is, but you can see up to the right. I've seen Roger Waters here probably 10 times over the years. So it's a decent arena. I like it better than some arenas, but it's still just it's too tall. A lot of these arenas, they're too tall and the sounds like garbage because they try to cram all these luxury boxes in there. And the luxury boxes, you can't go left, can't go right here either. Yeah, well, it must have been a huge event or something because I don't. All of this is blocked off, which is usually open. So. I wonder if there's an event going. Anybody know? Anybody can figure out what event is going on in there right now? It's probably too early for it to be letting out, which is good for us. Somebody's making a movie around here. So we're turning left onto Olive Street, in case you're following along. Olive is a one-way street, so. Oh, look on the corner. There's one of those food delivery robots. You see it on the corner there with the bright light? It was on the right corner of the street. It was one of those little. There's these little robots that deliver food now. Oh, there's two of them on that corner. Ooh, I didn't know they had a Whole Foods in the middle of downtown. Interesting. You know when you're sitting at a light and the guy next to you just starts creeping up and the light still hasn't turned yet? Like he's creeping up and there's no way to go, nowhere to go. The Waymo did that as well. That self-driving car did that as well. So I think they call this the Diamond District. This is where all the jewelers are. And then up here on the right, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pick it out in the dark, is the hotel they used in Blade Runner. I don't know if I'll be able to pick it out in the dark. I didn't put it in the map. I thought I'd be able to see it. But it's up here somewhere. Yeah. I don't know if I missed it. I thought it was right there. Must be a busy club around here. So I'm going to try to do two things here. So this is called, on the right, this is called Grand Central Market. I don't know, we'll see if we can... So on the right, this building here is Grand Central Market. It's a food, it's like a food market. There's all these different booths in there with different types of food, sweets, Mexican food, German food, all kinds of things. And their thing is every stall has to have neon signs. So you can see the neon. If you can look to the right, you can see the neon signs in the window there. So there's just past this, like the first Mexican place on the left wall has an amazing burrito, like a life-changing burrito. It's so good. So we're gonna flip around because the next thing is actually on the other side of the street, and I see somebody's already put it in the chat. So I'm gonna see if I can make a slightly illegal U-turn. But if you're ever in downtown, oh, that guy's doing it too. If you're ever in downtown, I highly recommend stopping there. It's really good. All kinds of food. Here on the right, if you look at there's an orange building with the orange thing right to the front right of the car with some lights on it. It's a little like a entrance way, and then there's what looks like a train car. Well, that is a train car. It's a vernacular, so it's an angled railway. It goes up the hill, up the hill there by those lights on the trees. So it'll take you up to the next block, which is probably 100 or 150 feet above us on the next block. So this is it's called Angel's Flight. It actually used to be somewhere else. They moved it over here when they were doing a lot of renovation downtown. So it used to be somewhere else, but they moved it over here. I don't know what year they moved it over here. So it's where I think it's like $2 or $1. But it's pretty neat. Me and Mrs. Reverse Ops have done it. It's pretty cool. It's usually a longer wait than the actual time it takes to go up it. But if you're over here for the food hall, you might as well walk up over across the street and do it. So the sign says this is historic downtown. I don't know what the difference is. It's still the part of downtown where it looks like you can walk by yourself at night, so that's not bad. So if you'll see the building up in front of us on the left, it's behind that building that's lit up in red. Actually, I think it might be part of the building that's lit up in red. So that building there, where part of it is lit up in red, and it has the pyramid at the top. Stop. I'll slow down. There's nobody behind me. That is the Los Angeles the City Hall. So that is the LA City Hall. You can actually go up at the very top of that, by the pyramid, there's actually a observation deck that I cannot honestly tell you if it's still open or not, but there is an observation deck up there that you can go up. You used to be able to go up to. I don't know if you still can. So it's City Hall to the left. I don't know what's over to the right, but it's got a cool mosaic. Probably another city building. It's got a bridge. But there was if you watch the show Dragnet, the 60s TV show Dragnet. Am I allowed to go when I'm blinking red? I think I am. They use that as the police building in Dragnet. And it was on their badges in the show Dragnet. So I went up there once. Oh, it has to be over 20 years ago. And it was fairly interesting. I mean, it was neat. It's not the tallest building around, so you can't see a wide thing. If you want a really good view of all of the area, you got to go to the Hotel Intercontinental. We might pass that on the way out of downtown. But the Hotel Intercontinental is 70 something stories. It's the tallest building I think it's the tallest building on the West Coast. You might get a better view of the City Hall to the left now. Let's see up there. Wonder why it's green and red. It's not Christmas yet. You can get a good view of it to the left right now. But the Hotel Intercontinental is the tallest building. I think it's the tallest building on the West Coast. Might be the tallest building west of the Mississippi. But it's a normal office building up to like the 40th floor or so, and then it's a hotel above that. So a lobby is at the top floor. So when you go to the lobby, you go all the way to the top floor, and then when you go to your room, you go down to your room. So Mrs. Reverse Ops and I stayed there last October for a couple nights. And if you just want to go up to the lobby, you can get a really great view of all the surrounding area. It's really cool. I don't know if it's kind of farther over. It's on the north end of downtown, a little farther over. We might be able to see it. How's everybody doing out there? We're doing good? Thumbs up in the chat. Sorry, I haven't read the chat in a while. So there's the U.S. Bank building. That's the one to the straight ahead with the kind of roundish top. That used to be the tallest building. So up here on the right is our next stop. So this, across the intersection on the right is the Walt Disney Concert Hall. Famous for having no two panels It has no two panels that are exactly the same in the entire building. All of the metal panels on the outside, no two are exactly the same. So there's someone behind me, but I think we'll try to go a little slow. See if he'll go around me. So if you can look to the right. Oh, maybe I'll just stop and let him go past. So this is it. This is the... Maybe we'll try going around the block, too. See if we can go around the block. Yeah, we'll try going around the block so we can see it from all sides. But this is where they have the LA Philharmonic. So there's the LA Philharmonic store. So this next building on the right is another museum. It's called the Broad. It's pretty interesting looking. Not my cup of tea. I went there a year ago, 2 years ago, and they have a couple of interesting exhibits. They have So he'll stop right here so you can get a view of the Broad on the left. Make sure there's no one coming up behind me. They have a couple of neat exhibits. They have this. There's a Waymo going around me. They have this room where you go in and it's like mirrors and lights everywhere, and it feels like you're floating. And then they have when I was there, they had the. Do you guys remember the art exhibit that looked like it was big sculptures that looked like balloon animals? So they had balloon animal dogs and balloon animal stuff, but it was all big, huge sculptures. So that was there. I got to see that. And when they were moving it out of this building, they broke the dog. So the big inflatable dog. So they destroyed it. So I was one of the last people to see it. So we're just going to go around the corner so you guys can see the rest of the Disney thing. I got yelled at in that museum for having a selfie stick. He didn't like my selfie stick. My selfie stick was 3 inches long. He didn't like it. Okay. So now we're going to make sure we have the next spot in the list. Next up. Oh, okay. Continue is closed to that's fine. So the next stop is listed as being closed, but I think we can still do what we did here and drive up close to it, I hope. So we're not going in any of these things, so okay, it's taking me back this way. I want to go this way. I want to go straight. Why would I do that? I want to try to see the Hotel Intercontinental. It's telling me to go right. I don't want to go right. Okay, I'll cave in, Google. I'll go right. Oh, I wanted to go right back there. Jeez. the Hotel Intercontinental to our left, you'll see it has the new Korean Air logo on the top, because it is also the home, the American home of Korean Air. So you can see that up there if you're looking up and to the left. Where are you going, dude? Back into me, please. Is Random Spotter getting out of here? Good night, Random Spotter. So if you've just joined us recently, make sure you look at the pinned comment. It puts yourself in. Make sure you put yourself in 1440s mode on the resolution. The picture will look a lot better. Oh, I can't see that. There's somebody. Alright, so the next stop is a little far away, but not super far away. So we got it's about 20 minutes by surface streets, so if you want to get a sandwich or a drink, now would probably be a good time. So we're coming up on Filipino Town. In Hawaii, we call that Waipahu. It's a joke. Leave me alone. It's a joke. That's based on truth. So if you haven't had a chance yet, you hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. Super easy to do. It's just underneath the video. I can't get over how many super bright headlights there are in California. Seems like every car has got 1,000 candle watt power headlights. Or I don't even know if that's a good example. 1,000. That place has got to be good. Holy cow, that looks awesome. I don't like lane splitting. I think lane splitting gets people killed. That building looked really important, and it's just a public storage. Am I supposed to go? Am I supposed to go right? I'm kind of. Hopefully, no one pulls up behind me. I'm supposed to go right here. Of course, people pull up behind me. So unfortunately, I don't know much about what's between where we were and where we're going. So I don't have a lot of interesting tidbits. If I see something interesting, I'll point it out. But oh, there's the fire truck. That's pretty interesting. It's going the other way. But hang out with me. Hopefully, it'll be interesting. We've got 2 major stops to go before we're done. If I see anything interesting, we'll definitely do it. But just 2 major stops. Oh, that was Melrose. That street there was Melrose Avenue. Or Melrose Avenue? Boulevard? I don't remember. Isn't that where Melrose Place was? Off of Melrose? Gas price here is $4.29. It's not bad. So this is kind of what me and Mrs. Reverse Ops like to do, uh, either in new cities or sometimes even in our own city. We just pick a destination and drive there. Oh, that Vista movie theater over there is showing the entire Kill Bill. Oh man, I would have liked to see that. So if you've ever seen Kill Bill is a movie by Quentin Tarantino. There's two. It's a part one and a part two, and they're told sort of out of order. And I think the whole Bloody Affair version puts the two movies into one movie and puts it all in order. That was off to our right back there. So I'm starting to get the feeling that um, the California symbol for street bars on a street is cafe lights across the street. Because everywhere we go, there's cafe lights out across the street. It's nothing but bars. Ye Rustic Inn. This must be a trendy part of town. I don't know what part of town we're in. Oh, is this? This might be starting to get into Hollywood, maybe. I don't know where we're at. An Albertsons. I haven't seen an Albertsons in 25 years. Albertsons was the grocery store of choice for my mom. It started out as Skaggs grocery store, and then it became Skaggs Alpha Beta, and then it became Skaggs Albertsons, and then just Albertsons. And I think it just went away from Texas after that. Yeah, that was we're in, I don't know what it's called around here, but we're in what might be considered Park Road closed ahead. Oh man. Ah. Should have went here first. I think we went all this way for nothing. I think the road's closed. Yeah, the road is closed. What's this? I don't know what's going on here. We allowed to do this? I don't know what's going on. That guy went around the wrong way. I don't know what's going on here. I think are we back? I think we're back. That whole Griffith Park was just a dead zone, and I couldn't get out of there. All the couldn't turn around because once we got far enough in, they were blocking off for the Greek theater traffic one way, so I was stuck. I will note that for future tours, do not go to Griffith Observatory. But if you decide to go to Griffith Observatory on your own, it's really fun. There's some awesome hikes also if you go up there. There's some awesome hikes you can take that go up beyond the thing into the Hollywood Hills, and you can get to a point where you could have the Griffith Observatory in the foreground and downtown LA in the background of your photographs. It's really cool. All right, we got one more stop, and I don't think we'll have problems with the internet there. And then we're gonna head back to the hotel because that'll put us right around 11 o'clock, and that's about when I want to start heading back. So, thanks for hanging out. We still got we got 27 people again. We had down to 9 at one time because of the internet. I didn't do it. Exactly, Super Adrian. Griffith Park, no go. Thanks for putting the green hearts in the chat. That's how I knew something was crazy. Ooh, what happened? Weird. My phone just got super bright all of a sudden. I'm going to pull over for just a second and make sure nothing went kaflooey. My phone just did something weird. Okay, still on the air there. Still on the air there. Oh, thanks, Seth. Thanks for the kind words. Oh, Dave, I'll have to go back and look at that. I like his Incheon streams. It's Tuesday morning in Korea. Well, thanks everyone for hanging out. We got a hearty 29 people in the chat. Not stellar numbers, but that's not why we're here. We're here just to have a good time. This street seems really familiar, like I've been on it before. I think it's called Riverside. I don't remember why, if I was over here, why I was over here. You know, the road is horrible. It's like a Hawaii road over here. I might have went to a record store over here once. Seems like a place I went to. There's a record store. A real good friend of mine lives in the valley, and unfortunately, he had to work all weekend. I wasn't able to see him, but he's a huge record collector, and I'm a very very minor record collector, and he took me out looking for records one day at a bunch of shops in LA. And one of them might have been right over here. Oh, is a baseball game getting out tonight? Is that what we're watching? Whoa. roundabout. Coming up to a roundabout. Which way do I go, Google? Let's go right. Oh, that's easy. So I've done a lot of driving, in England, UK, up through Wales and Scotland. So most of the time I've ever gone through a roundabout, it's in the UK. And these roads are horrible. Roads are terrible. So every time I come up to a roundabout in the US, it feels unnatural going to the right. Because I've done it so many times going to the left. Be glad to get off this street. This street is terrible. Anybody have any guesses what our last stop is? We're still a little ways away. We're 10 minutes away according to Google. Anybody have any ideas? Any guesses where we're going? Mrs. Reverse Ops might know if she's still here. I don't think my batteries will make it long enough to get to San Francisco. And I don't think I'd make it back in time to check out of my hotel tomorrow. Get a nice view of downtown coming up over this hill. Going back over the river. Nah, I've done enough in and out. I've done enough in and out this trip. I've done more than I usually do. I'll give you a hint. It's mentioned in a Blink 182 song. 7 minutes away. So we weren't intentionally going to Union Station, but we are passing by Union Station. It is on our left. We didn't intend to go here. This wasn't a stop. It just happened to be along the way. Very neat looking Art Deco building. I went there once for some reason, but I don't remember what it was. It wasn't to catch a train. Maybe it was to pick someone up. A friend of mine used to live in LA, and she had a habit of taking trains. I wonder if I was picking her up. I don't remember. Oh shoot, I'm in the wrong lane. Wrong lane. Must be in the good part of town. Alright, 3 minutes away. I think the Blink 182 song is actually called Los Angeles. I could be wrong. It's Mrs. Reverse Ops is the Blink 182 fan, not me. But I think it's called Los Angeles. Did I go the wrong way? I might have gone the wrong way. I don't know if I went the wrong way. Google's still. Oh, maybe not. Sometimes Google's spot on, and sometimes Google is just dumb as a box of rocks. Jesse, go right on Jesse. Go right on whatever it dead ends into. Any final guesses? Let's see if anybody got it. We technically just drove underneath it. I don't see it, but that doesn't mean nobody said it. So we'll go to it. So we're making a right turn on 6th Avenue, if that helps anybody. So this is the 6th Avenue Bridge. They used to light it up really cool, but they don't light it up anymore. It's got these crazy arches. Look at these crazy arches. So I used to watch, I still do sometimes. He doesn't do as many streams out of LA. I used to see these guys over here on the left. That's like a common occurrence. People come up here, just hang out they just stop in the street and just hang out. I used to watch, whoa. Oh, that's the police. That's the, oh, you're going to jail, buddy. He's moving them all along. So that's like a common occurrence. They just come and hang out there. I used to watch a guy, his name's Jeremy, LAOCTV. He would always come through here on some of his streams, and it was like that every night. Alright, we're going to stop here and we're going to put the hotel in the GPS. Because we are officially done with my tour. Hope you guys liked it. I had a good time. So we're going to turn around and go back across the bridge, and then we're going to head towards the hotel. And if you guys want to hang out, I'm going to keep the stream going. Oh, you're quite welcome, Seth. Thanks for being here. Thanks, Wonderlust, Telly, Super Adrian. Louis was here. Hello, Louis. I know we had a bunch of regulars in early, and Kirsten's been here most of the time. But what we're going to do is we're gonna go across the bridge one more time, and then we're going to go back to the hotel. But we're going to use the freeways this time, and so we're going to head back towards the hotel, but we're going to use the freeways. Give you one more look at the bridge. And this, when we go this way across the bridge, you'll be able to see downtown across the bridge. That cop flipped a Yui behind me, so I can't slow down to give you a better view because I think he's right behind. Well, he's not right behind me anymore, but he did. That was the cop that flipped the Yui behind me. I've put the navigation to the hotel and I've turned off the avoid highways setting. So we're going to go back via the highway. guess I can't go that direction. Okay. Alright, I gotta pull over here, make sure it's not gonna be sending me around in circles. Yeah, that's what's gonna try to send me around in circles. How do I get out of here? Yeah, it's telling me to go around in circles. Don't know where to go. Alright, so this guy's doing the same thing I'm doing. I don't know where to go. Like it's still trying to take me to that same entrance, and I can't go there. I'm trying to drive far enough down the freeway where it picks another entrance. I don't know if the internet's going to go out in the parking garage, but we'll see what we can do. Over the line, idiot. He's over the line. What an idiot. Why can't people park straight? Jeez. Look at that. None of these people are parked straight. Is it really that difficult? Long way around. Took a shortcut. Hey, thanks, Dave, for being here. Thanks, Ian. Thanks, Super Adrian. You've been here the whole time. Christine, Telly, Kirsten. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. It's been a lot of fun. A little dark here in the parking garage, but oh well. Bye. Take care, everyone. We'll see you next time. I'm not sure if there's a stream tomorrow or not. It really depends on how I feel. I don't have to. My flight's not till 6, but I am utterly exhausted, so I don't want to get up early for a stream, super early. So we'll see what happens when I wake up. Take care of yourself. We'll see you. If we don't see you tomorrow, we'll see you back in Hawaii. No Hawaii stream till Saturday though. So I've had a lot of fun. Thanks everyone. It was a great weekend, and I am super sleepy. So I'm going to go upstairs and go to bed. Aloha, everyone.